Okay, hi again, it's me again with this week's community tip of the week. Again, we're back in our academy for this session. So what we're going to discuss and talk about this week is picking up on cues and what I like to call a combat indicator or pre-attack indicators. So quite often when it comes to self-defense, people get themselves into a lot of trouble, okay, without victim blaming, but they can get themselves into a lot of trouble because they fail to pick up the visual cues that other people may be displaying around them. So if you imagine if someone's about to hit you or start to strike you, they'll exhibit some really predictable signs and symptoms of that. And quite often people, because they're not aware of them, or they're not aware or not using good observation skills, is they fail to pick up on them and then they get themselves in a little bit of trouble as they go through, i.e. that person attacks them. So what are we looking on for? Well, generally, people just before they're about to strike, okay, they must do one thing before they can even do that, is to look at you. So when I used to work as on a circuit as a bodyguard, we used to have a common phrase we used was every attack is preceded by some form of surveillance. That could be 2 seconds, could be a minute, could be an hour, could be days, could be weeks, okay, but for self-defense, they're going to have to look at you in order to assess you, pick a target and strike it. Okay, so that simple point there could save a lot of hassle moving forward. So other things we can look at, generally when people are agitated, they're highly adrenalised, they tend to shift their weight on their feet, okay, as I'm doing now, okay. Key indicator to look when people clench their fists and they start to bring their clenched fists above their waistline, okay, another warning sign. When people start to pinpoint and stare at you or fixate on you, generally they're looking at a target to hit. That's another key warning sign as you go through. Other things we can look for, when people start to speak like this in simple syllables, okay, it's because the brain is shutting down, because they're highly adrenalised. It's a key indicator. Okay, so all sorts of stuff they may give visually and verbally can give you just a little bit of hindsight or foresight in order to make a decision whether to strike and run or do otherwise. Okay, so that's the community tip for the week, and we'll see you at the next session. Cheers then, bye.